All right.
Here we go.
So the first thing they're gonna do is go to Forest Follies so they can grab 5 coins and buy 2 weapons that they need, which makes the game really broken and easy. So there could be a lot of chokes here on Forest Follies. It's a pretty hard level, and it's really reset heavy. But since it's a race, you can't reset. So like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're mainly just trying to optimize their dashes, but there's one glitch at the end of the level where you can skip under the Eggcorn Maker with a very precise glitch. But the problem is that if you miss it once or twice, you don't have the health to keep doing it, so it wastes a lot of time. And there's a lot of variance there. You can lose like 8 or 9 seconds sometimes.
All right, looks like some people are taking hits. It's getting a bit Monka-S out here, coming up to the Acorn. 2C+ misses it, and oh no,
2C+ takes it down.
Oh no, dude. Okay, it looks like
teddyras is the first one out of Follies. Oh, sorry, that was not. That was not.
Yeah, no,
2C+, that was
2C+.
Apok.
That was Apok. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh yeah. By the way, this is timed with loadless time, so the games aren't going to be synced since the differences in the PC load times. The cycle is kind of cycle based, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely cycle based. So if you get hit, it's really hard to recover.
Ooh, that's another death.
Apok having a lot of trouble with Forest Follies.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
It's one of the hardest levels in the game. Even the top runners here reset a lot on their runs.
So, on to Root Pack. It's pretty simple. They're gonna do some like buffers to get more damage by like shooting up while the boss is spawning. But other than that, it's just kind of shoot the boss, and there's not much else to it.
Yeah, there is a little optimization at the beginning where the potato is invulnerable, so if you shoot roundabouts behind you, you can do a little more damage, but other than that, it's basically just mashing.
It looks like Teddy and 2C+ are very close. Teddy's about 1 second ahead.
Yeah, both of them doing really well right now.
Okay, onto the frogs fight. There is some RNG in this that has a difference of about 2 seconds. 2C+ got the good RNG where they spit the flies and you're able to get a phase 2 skip, but Teddy got the punch RNG, which is easier but also slower. And it looks like Wellisso also got the fast RNG, but
so
I'm not sure
hopefully
he's gonna
Wellisso
get
gets the
it.
skip too.
Oh, he gets it.
And he got it too. Awesome. That can be tough to get sometimes.
Alright, 2C and Teddy finish frogs.
2C and Teddy are neck and neck right now.
Root Pack. Yeah, they're really close. I think 2C's a bit ahead now after that fight, but now they're going on to Goopy. Another Aisle 1 is pretty straightforward for most of the part, but Goopy is just super easy. You just shoot him. He doesn't like. There's nothing interesting about Goopy. He's just a big idiot.
Yeah, you just gotta aim well, and hope you don't glitch out your EXs. In Legacy, there's a glitch that can happen if you swap weapons too fast, where your EX just doesn't come out. It just there's basically a big nothing, and it wastes a lot of damage. If you're watching Wellisso right there, he just got one. And on this fight, it kind of matters because, well, it matters in every fight, but in this one, Goopy can keep jumping around if you get too many of those. And by far the hardest fight in Aisle 1 is definitely Hilda. Hilda It's usually pretty easy to survive, but there is a very precise glitch that saves a lot of time, and it's probably the hardest glitch in the whole run. When Hilda is when you're near the end of Hilda, she can transform into one of two things. She can transform into an archer or a twin cloud girl, and you can get her stuck there with a very precise amount of damage, but it's really hard to get. So 2C is going to try to get that right now. He's going for it for sure. Let's see if 2C can get it.
Let's see.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. Nope.
Oh,
just a little.
Just a little under.
Looks like Wellisso didn't really get the good RNG, so.
Looks like teddyras got it.
Or Teddy. Sorry, I'm getting messed up with the people.
So this is what I was saying. He did a very, very precise amount of damage there, and now Hilda is locked in this phase for the rest of the fight. And the reason why that matters is so much is because when Hilda is transitioning into the moon, when she's screaming and holding her head, you cannot damage her there, and that lasts a really long time. And so teddyras is now ahead of 2C+, even though he was about 4 seconds behind at first. So yeah, teddyras takes a lead.
Yeah. Let's see what 2C+ gets here. Oh, he gets the 111. Feels bad, man.
Aw.
Never 112, honestly.
Never 112. Feels bad, man.
Looks like Wellisso's just finishing up Hilda here. And Apok starting. $113. You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Never 112. Cagney's pretty straightforward too. You can miss bullets sometimes if you make some mistakes, and if Cagney goes low like he just did to Teddy, you can lose damage there too. But and as you can see, 2C+ is jumping over those roundabouts to make them hit as much as possible.
Yep, that's really the big difference in what time you get in this fight is the EXs that you get and if you can swing the roundabouts. $25 and $26 are both good times.
Yeah, those are good.
So, yeah, Teddy is about 1 second ahead of 2C+. Really close.
Looks like 2C's a little ahead.
Here, let's see.
Their times are their loadless times are very similar.
It's like the same, pretty much.
So Wellisso is about a fight ahead of Apok, but anything can happen, especially in Isle 2. Isle 2 is very tough, so let's see. We can see how that goes.
Yeah, Isle 2 is pretty hard.
So there's 5 different candy bosses. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so here on Baroness, there's 5 different mini bosses that you can get. Some of them are slower than others, and it looks like Teddy is getting some good RNG, 2C+ getting some bad RNG, so yeah.
And you might be wondering, why is 2C+ not going for these parryable jelly beans? And the reason is this is true for both versions of the game. If you get a parry, it makes the results screen after the fight slower, and so in most fights, it's optimal to just not go for those parries and to kill the boss without the parries. But there are a couple fights where it is worth it.
Did Teddy get the shotgun? I wasn't paying attention, but I think he got the shotgun.
I'm not sure. If I'm not mistaken, I believe every runner here is going to be using the new route. But the new route is where you grab the bombs and then go up to Wally. 2C is the first one to get into Wally, and instead of just mashing the weapon swap in the normal fights, now you have to mash in a rhythmic pattern, and even some of the top runners haven't really mastered this. You can lose damage just from having bad rhythm, but it looks like 2C is doing really well right now.
Yeah, Wally's pretty tough. He can, looks like he didn't take that much damage in the first phase, so he should be good.
Yeah, he didn't take any damage, I believe.
Same with Teddy.
Nice. Looks like 2C got about a 41 or a 40.
Yep.
Ooh, 39. I don't know if he's ever gotten 39 before, so that's really good for 2C.
39's a really good time. So just with these two fights in aisle 2, 2C+ is making quite a big lead. And Wellisso is still quite a bit ahead from those deaths and force volleys, but still, Apok can still win.
Right. The fights in aisle 2 are more execution based than the ones in aisle 1, so we'll see who has the best execution in this aisle.
Jimmy's a bit of an annoying fight. I'll explain later in the fight why he's annoying, but pretty much you hit a hidden hitbox at the bottom of the screen by throwing bombs, and by doing this, you can skip the third and fourth phase, and he'll just lock in the second phase, and you can just kill him like that. But pretty much, in order to be fast, you need to be like right in his face, and sometimes the ghosts can just come out and hit you, and it can be kind of scary. But 2C has a lot of HP here; he should be fine.
Yeah, definitely a lot of RNG in the last phase, but if you can get to the sarcophagus phase with 3 HP, then you can usually kill him before he kills you. You can basically race him even if you get unlucky.
Yeah, especially with the nuke that gives you invincibility.
Yeah, and if you do well on the pillar phase, he won't have that much HP.
Teddy got 1 HP. Uh-oh, so is Wellisso. You're gonna have to play safe.
Oh, monk ass. That was close with Teddy.
Yeah, and Apok gets the bird kill, which is nice. Alright, Beppy glitch for 2C here. Let's see if you can get it. Looks pretty
Beppy
good
glitch
so
is
far.
where you can kill the second phase of Beppy in the first phase, and the smoke that just popped up demonstrates that 2C+ successfully got it. And he was just hitting an off-screen hitbox with those lobbers. Those lobbers do double damage because they're hitting the ground in front of the off-screen hitbox rather than just hitting the hitbox itself. So before the balloon even popped up, he killed 3 phases, and he was on to the last phase. While it looked like the second phase was active.
32.
Nice, 32 is a
Really
good
good
time.
time.
So Teddy's attempting the same glitch. He barely got it, but that was it's still good. He has 3 HP.
Ooh, he gets it.
Nice, Wellisso barely gets it too.
So do you have
Looks like
anything
they
to
all
say
know the
about
strats.
Grim? Because I don't really know what to say about this boss.
Oh, sure, yeah. Grim has another phase lock just like Beppy and Genie, where if you do enough damage, then you can get a really easy pattern for the rest of the fight. Oh, 2C takes a death on Dragon.
2C+ walks into the dragon. A bit unfortunate.
The phase glitch here, it doesn't save much time, but it does make the fight much easier. And so it's definitely better to get it. You don't have to focus on surviving much, and you can just focus on damaging the boss. So indirectly, it's faster, but you can technically get a really good time even without the glitch.
Yeah. So
2C gets a very safe version of the glitch where he kills the dragon's second phase before. No, he kills the second phase after the
He
dragon.
kills the second phase before
ahead.
he gets to second phase, pretty much.
Basically. If you can kill the second phase before the second phase comes, then the flames come out. But if you can kill the dragon when he's off the screen or when he's coming onto the screen, then the flames don't come out. So he got a very safe version. He's probably going exactly for that version of the glitch. And teddyras does not get the glitch, but the dragon doesn't have a hurt box behind him, and so you just have to be careful about landing on clouds, and the flames can still hit you.
Yep.
Yeah, they're playing on an older version of Cuphead. TwoC's on to the B, and the B can come down on one of the two sides or in the middle, and the middle saves a lot of time. So let's see if she comes down the middle here, and she doesn't. So a really good time here is probably like a 36 or a 37, but if she comes down the middle, you can get a 28 or 29. You still have to be careful about dying, but 2C has 2 health, so he's fine.
Looks like Apok got the Bevy glitch as well, so everyone got it. That's nice. 11 out of 37 on the BRNG. So TwoCplus is coming up to a pretty weird fight here, the robot. He's gonna try to kill it in like 15 seconds, but it can be a bit weird and it might fail.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
If you can do a very specific amount of damage on the heart in the first phase, you can just glitch the boss out and kill and skip 2 phases completely. This is the shortest fight in the whole run.
Oh, he threw the wrong EX. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, he has to restart. 2C's in the lead, so let's switch to his audio.
Yeah, this is pretty difficult. It looks like he doesn't get it again. Okay, now Teddy and 2C are pretty much tied. So, yeah.
I can't switch the audio, but if you can give it a try, we could switch it over to 2C.
Oh, I don't even know how to do that, sorry.
Well, it's not letting me, so we're gonna stick with the audio we have now.
Okay.
The website's just not letting me.
So 2C gets like 3rd try robot and Teddy gets 1st try, so now they're about tied. And Wellisso gets it also. Apok just finishing up Dragon here.
Wow, this is a really close race between 2C and Teddy.
Alright, I switched to 2C+, it should work now.
Nice.
We did it.
Pog Jam.
We got a bit of a sync going on here between Teddy and 2C.
Wow, this is so close.
Yeah.
And their timers are very similar too. So this is really close.
Yeah.
So a lot happened there in that fight. There was a lot to explain, but all of these runners know basically exactly when to hit Sally and when she can and can't take damage. And in the first phase, they're all hitting an off-screen hitbox on the top of the screen once Sally disappears. And that's one of the boss phases that you see later on. It's just always up there. And so they're hitting that before it even comes down.
Yeah.
So now they're on to the most straightforward fight in aisle 3. There's not much to explain here.
Yep. Werner's hitbox pretty much doesn't go away at all during the fight, so you just shoot at him and try to swing roundabouts, and that's pretty much all you can do to get a good time.
2C playing it really safe here.
Yeah. This is scary. Wellisso went for the swag fire dodge, but he missed it, unfortunately. Okay, 2C and Teddy still pretty synced. Wellisso's going to be finishing up Werner here, too. As Apok goes on to Robot, let's see how he can do Robot.
Technically, Wellisso is in the lead because of the timer. So even though he's behind in game, his loadless timer is the lowest right now. So he is actually beating everybody right now.
Yeah. Apok got the robot nice. He used a different EX at the beginning. That was a bit weird, but it still worked.
This is, in my opinion, the hardest fight in the game. There's some really hard patterns that can happen at first, or there's some really easy ones. So there's a lot of variance in difficulty for the first phase of this. The pirate always shoots 4 bullets at first, and he always pulls out his octopus gun first. And one of those bullets is always not parryable. So if you're going for the parries, there's a little bit of luck involved. You can just get hit when you don't want to. And there's not much you can do about that. There's a 1/4 chance that it'll happen. 2C gets some pretty difficult RNG where the pirate just pulls out his gun again right after he puts it away. But he survives it and he gets a 32, so that's really good. And Teddy gets a 33, so this is still neck and neck. This is really good.
Yeah, this is super close. Wellisso also finishing Briny without too many problems. This looks a bit scary for Apok. He needs to dodge these mice. There we go.
This match will get red hot.
Oh. Apok dies on the second to last phase for Sally. It looks like he didn't shoot his EXs in time, and the phase, or the big wave that you saw usually doesn't come down if you can do your damage optimally.
Yeah, he had to dodge the mice, so he couldn't set a trap. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cal and Maria, pretty RNG dependent. Looks like 2C gets a good pattern, but Teddy doesn't really get a good pattern here. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. 2C should be safe if... Oh!
Dude, no!
No!
He died!
He went a little too close.
No, dude. He walked into the head, bro. Unlucky. Oh, no.
I've definitely done that a couple times.
Teddy's at 1 HP. He can still die. Okay, he got the knockout. Oh, man. That sucks, dude.
So now Teddy takes the lead over TwoCplus. And if Teddy plays optimally, it'll be very, very hard for 2C to catch up. But he can still do it.
Yeah, it's definitely not over. A lot can happen in the next 3 fights. Just as long as he doesn't die here, I think he's good. Yeah, he got it.
Next is the train fight. The train is a lot of people's favorite fight. The music is awesome. It's really long, and the fight is pretty innovative, in my opinion. But if you get hit in the first phase like Teddy did, it can be very hard to survive. And so, especially after this skull phase, there's going to be 2 like lollipops on both sides of the screen, and it can be really hard to kill them fast without tanking a hit. And on the last phase, there's a boomerang that can troll you, and so it's a very scary fight.
Yeah, this fight's... I think this fight's really good. It's very technical, and like all the phases are very different. It's just pretty cool. One of the best. So, Teddy's just like shooting down left just so he can buffer some roundabouts so that when he parries the tail and the heart opens, some roundabouts will hit the train for some extra damage. Just a little optimization there. And 2C+ is actually super good at this fight.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best in the world at this fight. He actually just got a world record today. I think he's always been the best, but he demonstrated it today by getting the first 52 without any items.
Oh man, Apok died again.
Nice. So 2C completes the fight. It was a little slower than he usually gets. 59 is still decent, but you can technically get 53 or 54 if you play well and if you get good luck.
So Teddy's about like 30 seconds ahead of 2C now. It's gonna... come down to like a death or something, I think, from Teddy.
2C screen is frozen for me.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
All right, there we go.
There. Okay. All right, so on King Dice, they're gonna want to do 2-4. Oh, never mind. They're just syncing the gameplay.
Yeah, we're good.
So they're gonna want to do 2, 4, and 9 as the mini bosses that they do, and it's completely random whether you get hearts on those. It looks like the RNG is just like pretty bad all around for all the runners.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
The first 2 fights are pretty straightforward. You just try not to get hit, and a lot of times on the domino on the chips that 2C's on right now, you can take a hit on purpose and do more damage that way. And if you have a heart later on in King Dice, that is definitely the optimal thing to do, so that you can kill the chips as fast as possible. And you can sometimes do it on the domino too. 2C has 4 health here, so he has a lot of health to work with.
Yeah. Teddy didn't get any hearts though, so that could be kind of scary.
Number 9 is the hardest fight in King Dice. It's the monkey, and it's intended as a memory matching game, but that takes way too much time. But we found a way around it. There's a way to time your parries in such a way so as to make the monkey barely bounce off the side of the screen. And Teddy just got it. He almost missed that, but the monkey barely bounced off. And if you scroll your screen to the opposite side, then the monkey will just run off the screen.
Yeah, Teddy is on PB pace right now. He's having a really good run. Okay, he almost died there on King Dice. That was kind of scary. 2C on Monkey. He barely gets it also. And Wellisso is finishing up King Dice. So Wellisso's actually like, I think, actually ahead the most, even though it doesn't really matter between 2C and Teddy, but Wellisso is having a really good run also.
Yeah, Wellisso is on PB pace. They're both on PB pace. This is sweet.
Yeah.
Having 2 PBs.
2C finishing King Dice.
So if Teddy has a good fight here, he can clutch it out and he'll have a win over 2C.
Yeah, this is Teddy's race to win. Let's just see what happens. Same with Wellisso. It's Wellisso's race to win here. Getting a bit of an awkward pattern on the devil.
Oh, Wellisso gets the spider, but
yeah,
he's also got to be careful about soft locking here. I'm not sure if he knows much about the soft lock, but if you do too much damage here, you can soft lock the devil, and you have to retry.
Yeah, he's just holding off damage. Yep. So he doesn't soft lock.
Oh, that was close.
Wellisso doing the pause buffer. Very nice. Teddy falls. He's at 1 HP. He could die here. Still pretty close here. Last phase. Second last phase.
This is very close between 2C and Teddy right now.
It looks like Teddy
gets
the win. GG.
GG's to Teddy.
Wins over 2C and Wellisso wins over Apok. Wellisso gets a PB. What was Teddy's final time? I didn't see. He reset already.
I'm not sure.
I don't think it was a PB.
Teddy has a 2640 on the leaderboard, so that was a PB.
Oh, no. I thought he has like a low 26, though.
Oh, if that's not his PB, then I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think it was close, but Wellisso definitely got a PB.
That was a very close race between Teddy and 2C. 2C almost caught up at the end.
Yeah, super close. Like, 2C was ahead until Robot, and then it got super close. And then he unfortunately died on Calvary, and that's kind of where the gap was made.
Does anyone know what Teddy's PB is? Oh, so it's very close. Yeah, his PB is a 26:01.
But yeah, really good race from Wellisso. Also, he able to get a PB in a race, sub 26. That's really nice.
Yeah, he was going for sub 26, and to get it in a race is awesome. So congrats to Wellisso for winning the race and getting a personal best, and congrats to Teddy for beating 2C.
So, oh no, Apok rolled the wrong. I don't know if he was going for 9 or not, but I guess he's just trying to finish the race.
So the 8-ball is it's a safety strat where if you're not comfortable with the monkey glitch, you can sacrifice about 10 seconds or so and fight the 8-ball. You have to do an extra dice roll when you're done, and but it's a very easy fight and it's very fast.
Yeah.
So we may be joined for some interviews in a little bit here.
That's what I was about to say. That I don't know if they want to join or not, but we'll just wait, I guess. Looks like Apok's gonna be able to finish up King Dice here pretty easily. He's got 4 health. He can just tank the cards.
So we have 2C coming in.
Hey, my boy 2C.
So Apok's onto the devil.
See if Apok can bust out like a 40 here, dude. Can do it.
Let's see if he can get world record right now in the
bust
devil.
Out a 38. Let's go.
Easy 38.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Oh, he gets spider.
He gets
Never
spider.
mind.
Now it's definitely world record.
So I'm not sure if 2C's gonna join or not. Sublime left Monk S. It's just me now. Alright, so Apok onto the last phase and 1 HP. I think he's gonna be able to clutch it though, I believe.
Let's go, everyone root for Apok.
Dude, that was so close.
Monka S.
Okay, he's got it. Yeah, nice.
GG's to Apok.
So everyone finished. That was a really good race for both.
We have 2C and Wellisso in Discord right now, so we're gonna do some interviews very soon here.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate from Apok for all those deaths, but you know, it was still good.
No music, Monka S.
Monka S, dude.
Switch it to one of the other audios so that we have happy music.
Okay, I won't let me, dude. Oh god. Hello.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hello.
Yo, hello.
GG.
GG.
Good job on the PB, Wellisso.
GG's to all 4 of you. Wellisso, you got a PB during a race, man. How does that feel?
Awesome, to be honest. Really awesome. Finally hitting that magical sub 26 mark was an awesome experience. It just hurts a little bit, when I'm honest, because I did 2 practice runs earlier, and the last one I was around 40 minus on train, and I jinxed it there. So at least I'm happy that I got the sub 26 finally.
Yeah, man, congrats on sub 26. Getting a PB in a race is really awesome.
Yeah. But it was really clutching. Like, I felt pumped at the end. I didn't want to fail it again.
So for all of you, which fights were you most worried about going into the race, and which fights ended up giving you the most trouble?
And I got the glitch, so whatever.
Yeah, you got the glitch. That was sick. It's cool that you get to show that off to everyone.
Yeah, for me it was the worst for Hild as well, because I jinxed my configuration and my setup. Because when the purple shot was coming, apparently I dodged or made me small and didn't parry the bullet, which was, well, bad.
What about you, 2C?
Calamaria probably, and yeah, I don't know, dude, everything. This round was garbage.
Yeah, it was like a good run besides like the 3 fights where you kind of like choked that. Like, yeah.
I mean, I had 1 gold, I guess.
Wait, what did you gold?
Wally, that's it.
Nice, dude.
That was still a really close race the whole time, and you almost caught up at the end. That was very close on the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the SRL. Me and Teddy actually finished at the same time, I think. SRL time, so that was hype.
Yeah. Wellisso, when you got Spider, were you worried that you might not get the PB?
No, it wasn't that. It was like not the thing of PB. I just wanted a good race, and I was worried that I might lose. And it's like at the time wasn't.
Yeah.
The time wasn't that I was focused about. I just didn't want to jinx. So I muted myself, of course, but I screamed like, "Oh no, please, not the spider tag!" It just hurt.
I think we got to see every glitch in the run. We got to see the Hilda glitch, we got to see Monkey, and other than the soft locks, there was no soft lock, which is very good, very fortunate for everyone.
I'm the devil. Oops.
I think I had almost because of the spider attack, and
yeah, I was talking about that. You were like a couple bullets away from getting the soft lock there.
Like, I wanted to try the geo buffer, and I think it just was right.
Yeah, I think Teddy almost was gonna like soft lock too. He kind of just like shot roundabouts instead of doing weapon swap.
Stop shooting him. I'm like, he's gonna die. I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
So how did Apok?
Apok ended with a 30-40.
Oh, okay.
But with the PB that you got, it'd be very hard to beat that.
Yeah.
You mean my time, or?
Yeah, like anybody would struggle beating that in a race, like almost anyone. So you're gonna be a force to be reckoned with later on in the later rounds for sure.
I hope. Like, it will be really hard after losing Orange against Orange Pottings in the first race. I really have to try to do my best against Jason.
Yeah, for sure. Jason is a monster.
But I'm happy to see, because like it's I have to say my private private rival, because we fought against another in the first tournament, and now getting the last match of the BO3 will be happy to see who wins.
Yeah.
So I have a question for all of you. What is everyone's favorite boss music?
Well, it's
You only hear like 20 seconds of it.
Understandable.
Oh, the part where he does like the straw in the cup thing.
well, there's a cognition, of course, like getting those moves and just shake your body.
Oh,
Testing.
Craigasm.
Yeah.
That's the best music.
Yeah, either Cagni or Green, that'd be I would say. Yeah.
What I didn't realize up until now is that the devil music actually has like a miniature version of almost every fight beforehand, and unfortunately you don't really get to hear it when the devil is when you're actually fighting the devil. But if you look at the OST of the game, you'll be able to like hear all the little fights.
Oh, nice. Kind of reminds me of Undertale, where a lot of the same music is there, just a little bit longer or slower, faster.
Yeah,
Sounds
for
awesome.
sure. I think we're about to wrap it up. Congrats to Teddy and Wellisso for winning, and GG to all the runners. GG to everybody.
Yeah, GG.
And thanks for commentating, of course.
Yeah, no problem, man. Everyone, thank you for watching. This was the end of the race. I'm not sure if the stream will stay up or if there's going to be a host, but this will be the end of the Cuphead race, so thank you all very much.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And good job to the runners.
There will be a lot of races in the future, so see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.